What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cosette, and as you can see by the title, today we're talking about 10 different ways you can romanticize your summer in 2023. This is one of my first long-form videos. Well, it's technically my second. I tried to make a long-form video for my first YouTube video, and it was only 5 minutes, but I'm just really used to editing TikTok videos and making everything super fast-paced, catering to everyone's super fast attention span these days. So I'm gonna try and just include all of my thoughts, and I am just gonna turn my filter off today and let my thoughts flow. Sorry, I'm having a really hard time looking at the camera and not myself. I'm using my phone, and so there's like a big photo of myself right there. How can I not look at it? I feel like we are always so excited for summer to come. We're looking forward to summer all winter, unless you're me. I personally prefer winter over summer, but we tend to have this image of what summer is gonna look like, and it's gonna be super fun and exciting, and then summer passes really quickly, and you look back on it realizing you didn't actually do as much as you thought you were gonna do, and it wasn't as fun as you expected it to be. Summer is only 3 months long. It goes by pretty quick, and so we really need to consciously put an effort to make summer a good time while it lasts. That is where romanticizing your summer comes into play, and that is why I made a list of 10 tips to help you do that. If you incorporate these 10 tips into your summer, you're gonna look back on a summer full of really great memories, and you're gonna be glad that you made the most of it. Okay, I feel like something's not right on my settings on my mic. I'm gonna change it. Hopefully that sounds better. Tip number 1 that I have written down is to make a summer vision board. My favorite way to make a vision board is to use Canva or some kind of photo editing app, gather a bunch of really aesthetically pleasing images from Pinterest, put them all together in a really aesthetically pleasing collage, and then instead of printing my vision boards out, I like to set it as the screensaver of my laptop or my phone background, because then I'm actually looking at it all the time. Like when I log in to do my homework on my laptop, I see my vision board. When I turn on my phone to literally do anything, text anyone, I see my vision board. I know a lot of people print their vision boards off, but I just feel embarrassed displaying my vision board to everyone. I want it to just be in my little own private environment, like my laptop screen. No one else is really gonna see that. My second tip is to get outside as much as you can. Back when I was living in my last place, one of my roommates always loved to go out into our backyard and just tan all day. She would make a whole afternoon out of it. She would put her tanning lotion on, and then she would go outside with her phone or a book, listen to some music. Another really fun way to get outside is to get out on the water as much as possible. If you live near a lake or a river, bring some tubes out, sit in the water all day, go tubing down a river. If you don't have a boat, which most of us don't, find someone who does own a boat. I feel like most of us have a friend that owns a boat or a family friend. Take advantage of that and go chill on their boat all summer. You could also have bonfires, make picnics, make a little charcuterie board, bring that outside, have it with your friends. Play a summer sport. I personally love playing tennis. I know a lot of people enjoy playing volleyball. Tip number 3 is to be as spontaneous as possible. Start saying yes to more things that you're invited to, and just make every day an adventure in the summer. I am the queen of saying no to things I'm invited to. I love being by myself and just hanging out at home or going hiking by myself. It is kind of depressing to look back on the summer if you spent every single day alone. I think another way that you can be more spontaneous in the summer is to just entertain every idea that you think of. Like if you think, oh, it would be fun to go see that new Barbie movie, like get together all your girlfriends and go see the Barbie movie. If you think it would be fun to go have a bonfire on the beach, go do it. Like actually entertain the idea and invite your friends to go do it. I feel like a lot of us think of fun ideas but then never actually follow up with them. Tip number 4 is really simple, and that is to make a fun drink every single day. Lately, I've been really obsessed with making cream soda. I literally just mix a little bit of half and half with my favorite soda and throw some ice in there. It's so delicious. Iced matcha is another really fun summer drink to make. I personally don't know how to make it, but I'm definitely gonna learn when I can actually afford to buy a matcha making kit. But if that's something you're into, you should totally try it. I love ordering lavender in my iced matcha when I get it at the coffee shop. You can make iced coffee at home. If you have a coffee maker, you could experiment with the different espresso shot settings or whatever. I don't have a coffee maker, but I have a French press, and I just feel so wholesome making coffee in my French press. Sometimes I'm worried this is not on anymore. Okay, it is on. Fun fact, I used to want to have a podcast, so that is why I have a podcast mic, but I realized that I'm actually not that good at talking. I stutter a lot, and I just don't think of that much to say, so I did not start the podcast. Tip number 5 is to make some new playlists. I know with Spotify, you can update the images of them and make them look really aesthetically pleasing and organized. I didn't make any new summer playlists, but I already have a bunch of existing ones, so I just updated the pictures on all of mine. Tip number 6 is to spend quality time with friends. Summer really is the best time to spend with your friends because most people have a lot more free time in the summer, especially if you're in school. If you don't have that many friends, start putting in effort to make new friends. I just moved to a new city, so I literally have 0 friends here except for my boyfriend. A few things I plan on doing to make friends is to go to yoga, go to workout classes. I want to go to more events. Like, you know, when you go into a coffee shop and there's a little bulletin board and you see a bunch of little like notices of different events that are going on, going to those is a great way to meet friends, or just like joining some sort of club where people like you would be hanging out. I don't really like to go to the bars to make friends because I personally don't love being at the bars. So if I try to make friends at the bar, I feel like I'm not going to find anyone that I resonate with. Tip number 7 is to get yourself flowers. There is no better feeling than coming home from your grocery shopping trip with a bouquet of flowers and putting them in a little vase and just making your house look super cute. My favorite place to get flowers is Trader Joe's or Aldi's. I know Walmart has pretty cheap flowers, but I don't usually buy mine there. If you can't afford flowers, you could literally just go out and pick flowers in nature and then put them together in a little bouquet and make them look really cute. Tip number 8 is to go to live music events. Yes, you could go to expensive concerts, but what I'm talking about is when like coffee shops have live music playing, or if you live near a beach and they have like a live music event. A lot of restaurants have live music events too, or just like outdoor markets. Those are literally free to go to and they're so much fun. Whenever I go to live music, I feel like it kind of challenges my attention span. Like I'm tempted to go on my phone, go on Instagram and get some other form of stimulation. But I think it's really important to just be present in the moment when you're at these live music events because it's so fun to look back on the memory of being at them. Tip number 9 is to take a road trip. I know it can get a little pricey to take a road trip and go on vacation because you got to take time off work, you got to pay for food and gas, but if you can afford it and you have the time, taking a road trip is just a really great way to explore the world. Even though you're not traveling overseas, you still get to go to a bunch of different restaurants, see a bunch of different landscapes, meet new people. It's a really great way to make memories and it'll be fun to look back on your summer after taking a road trip. It's also a really great time to listen to new music or try out new podcasts. My favorite podcast is the What We Said podcast, and I also really love the Bad Broadcast. It's the literal funniest podcast I've ever listened to. Tip number 10 is a little controversial, and that is to read. I know a lot of people struggle with reading books, myself included. I'm really bad at getting through a book. I've been on the same book for like 6 months and it's not even that long. I think reading is such a great way to be present in the moment and get yourself out of your head. I feel like whenever I'm really stressed out about life and I just sit down and read a book, I stop thinking about the things that are stressing me out about my life and I start thinking about the characters in the book. I just get super consumed in the plot of the story. I'm currently reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's kind of like a fantasy fiction novel / romance, and that is just right up my alley. Like, you can never go wrong with fiction. A mistake I've made in the past is forcing myself to only read self-help books, but then I end up getting really bored of them. Even though like I love self-help books, I end up getting bored and I don't choose to go read the book because it's not really an escape for me. It just makes me think about my life even more. Something I really love to do is bring my book outside on our patio and light a candle, have a little fun drink. I love drinking my cream soda while reading my book, and that just makes me feel so content. All right, those are all my tips for romanticizing your summer in 2023. Obviously, you could do this in literally any year. I was just trying to make it relevant. I feel like these are all things that can be easily incorporated into your daily routine. Like when you look up how to romanticize your summer on Pinterest, it's like meditate, try a new hobby, and like I'm not gonna do that. I need like a mindset. I don't want just like random activities. Thank you so much for watching. Drop your favorite emoji if you made it to the end of the video, and I hope you have an amazing summer and you romanticize the heck out of your life. Also, like this video and subscribe if you haven't already.